Alright, so we have chat bans. I'll go ahead and put them
Yes.
in the
You can
Twitch
go
chat.
ahead and tell us what those are.
It was Jarvan, Brand, Fizz, and Zyra.
Those are some bans. It looks like we have banned RheingoldRiver, Krillian, Nerdot, Golly, Northpaw. We've banned chat bans. We've banned Jarvan, Brand, Fizz, and Zyra as well. It's a lot of bans. But most people don't own these champions here. So, it's going to be, it's probably, the only bans that we're probably really going to see be effective are the Jarvan, Brand, Fizz, and Zyra bans.
I'm unfortunately not allowed to play in this game. I have to spectate it. GG.
Yep. Because you were in one of the player slots at first, but then you had to move over when you were banned. There we go. Okay. So this would be the round of 6 game, the DominateDominion.com League of Legends Dominion Tournament number 71. This is the round of 8 game. And we're going to have Talon banned. Talon's a silence, a lot of damage, very bursty, good character.
Which team is which?
LPO is... What? Guys, I don't understand the world anymore. Hold on. What?
I'm gonna ask unicorns.
What has happened here? Because I'm seeing people that I know are on completely different teams. What is that emote? That's a new one. Is that like Kappa with a cat? I wonder. I want to try it, but I can't until later. Okay, well, I'll keep talking about the bans while I figure out which team is which now. Kassadin being banned as well. Amumu, Nidalee, Lulu, and Kha'Zix. Teemo is going to be one of the first champions picked up. Teemo, a lot of map control on his side of the map because of Noxious Trap. Does a lot of damage because of his Blinding Dart, Toxic Shot. He does a lot of magic damage, map control, fast character, brings blind to the table. Good, annoying. Athos is PMing me. Can't answer during stream. Wait till the show is over. Alrighty. It looks like we're going to see Wukong and Annie also picked up. Now Wukong's initiation is very good. Between Nimbus Strike and Cyclone, he's able to just immediately engage the team, airborne everyone, crushing blow, also armor reduction, great character, synchronizes well with any other AD. It's good stuff. And then we have Annie as well. Annie brings stun to the table, a lot of AoE damage. And it looks like we're going to see Maokai highlighted. And we're also going to see Karma highlighted.
Karma does a lot of damage.
Yes.
Karma does a ton of damage. I was casting Twisted Tree Line all afternoon, and we didn't see a single Karma pick. I was really disappointed because I think she is absolutely ridiculously strong on that map.
Someone asked, why do we block the summoner spells? Well, the summoner spells, if you can't see the enemy summoner spells, but if you watch the stream, you would be able to see them. So what the players that are in the lobby right now, they're usually hanging out in the Twitch chat and they're watching the stream in between, like when their game ends and when their next game starts. Which means we know that they're always in there during the... What? What happened now? I'm getting PMs from like everyone. What's going on here? Blockers. Alright. Okay. Blue team is My Bear Tibbers. And then the purple team is LPO.
But there are 2 LPOs in this tournament today.
Yeah, there's 2 different ones. So this is... Hey, general note to teams. Guys, can you just start having the same name every time? Please? Let me look back at the bracket now.
So it's Safanda. The blue team is Safanda.
Yeah, but it's not Safanda because it's not...
Is this a permanent name change?
I don't know.
I'm just gonna keep calling them
Players,
Safanda.
I will turn this tournament around. We will go back home.
Okay, the name change is permanent. Alright, so I'll actually call them My Bear Tibbers.
Okay.
Alright, I'm willing to do that. It's a one-time thing.
Okay. There we go. Alright, okay, so my Bear Tibbers versus LPO, possibly sponsored by. LPO possibly sponsored by. What kind of a name is that?
The worst name I've ever seen, except for...
Except for XX YOLO
except for, yeah,
Swag
the one
420
that
Team
Clues
Clan
changed
Esports
to.
Gaming XXX. Which, that was a horrible team name last week.
Did you actually remember that team name?
Yes.
You are a god.
It was XXX Team Clan Esports Gaming 420 Slag No Scope XXX.
They didn't put an MLG?
No, they forgot to put MLG.
Unreal.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they're not an MLG. They, branding issues. We don't want Sundance coming down on us and being like, yo, man, hey, I don't want to get a call from MLG people. Well, actually, Feed's going to get that call.
MLG is multi-layered gaming, right?
Oh, that?
Yeah.
Oh, the other MLG.
Yeah.
Oh, man, you're right.
Yeah.
I had it confused with Major League Gaming. They're different.
Oh, no.
Okay.
What?
I keep forgetting you're a professional and you know.
Come on.
You know about these things.
Come on.
Okay. So some of the champions have actually filled out now. Now that we know what the team names are. Bear Tibbers versus LPO PSBD. People are just putting letters now and making me say them. We're seeing Maokai and Karma. Karma does a lot of damage. She's pretty durable as well. And Maokai just makes your entire team durable because Vengeful Maelstrom is awesome. And Arcane Smash is amazing.
That's also pretty true. Sword, Twisted Advance, and Sapling Toss.
Well, nothing makes you happier as a Maokai player than when you hit Arcane Smash and kill 3 people. It's very pretty when that occurs.
Pretty true. I mean, I might be happier if I got like a pentakill with a single Vengeful Maelstrom release.
Oh, that would be good too, I guess. Yeah, man. Yeah, Maokai's abilities. Those are playmakers. We're also seeing Xin Zhao as well, and Malzahar. Nerdoc plays Malz. You can play AD Malz, you can play AP Malz. He's a really good Malzahar player overall. And we're seeing Xin Zhao.
I want to say the last time that I saw him play Malzahar, he started out with a Moral Namicon and then sold it and built AD.
I have seen that. I've seen him also open AD and sell it and build AP.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, you were going to counter build me, but actually my dog's going to kill you. Malzahar, please put the Voidling away. It's scaring my Frankers to eat. Over on the other side, we're seeing Elise, Annie, Pantheon, Wukong, and Diana. I almost called both Pantheon and Wukong Panzers, but that would have been grossly incorrect. So that's a team comp that we see a lot, except for maybe if you trade Elise or Annie out for like some crazy tank, then that's like a team comp that's pretty darn common. And the combination, though, of Pantheon and Wukong, I think is going to be absolutely nightmarish. Like, I think it's going to be really brutal.
Yeah. Not seeing any Jarvan in any brand right now, but these are both two really, really good team compositions.
Okay, back to launcher. This is really awful with one monitor, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
This is
Yeah.
Hodor. I mean, well, if I could actually make everything... If I had a really huge monitor, it wouldn't matter. But because 2 of the things don't resize well... I really miss Sophana Cox playing as Sophana Cox, though, because I like saying Cox, because that's the same... That's my internet company, is Cox Communications. So... It always makes me giggle, because I think it's the internet company when they're talking about someone completely different from Canada. Looking at these 2 team comps, I think that Diana will just annihilate Malzahar.
Diana's pretty good against ranged AD champions. So if he is going AD Malz, I think Diana's going to do pretty well. On the other hand, if he goes AP, then he's just going to be able to put his Malefic Vision down and push lane really hard. Diana does have pretty good wave clear, but she's also melee against range, but she will hit 6 sooner. And as soon as she hits 6, she's just going to dominate him.
Yeah, it's going to be kind of scary. I'm also worried about that Wukong Pantheon combo up at the top, because if you're Xin Zhao, do you really want to start that fight?
You might be able to get away with it with the shield, the AoE shield from Karma and the Vengeful Maelstrom from Maokai. You might be able to get away with it. You'll also be able to hopefully use your ultimate to knock Wukong and Pantheon away from your team. But the Wukong, Pantheon, and Annie all there's a lot of potential for AoE stuns. And the only knockback, like the only real disengage that they have is Xin Zhao. Karma's kit can sort of be used for a disengage, but it's not a pure disengage. I'm gonna assume that Jarvan was banned. Yeah, Jarvan was banned. Oh, Jarvan and Brand were both banned, and that's why we're not seeing an anti-Jarvan Brand.
Yep.
That makes a lot of sense.
Okay, we're gonna go into the loading screen here. Not that button. I got the right button this time. It's just I lose track of where my tabs are, so when I alt tab, sometimes it takes me to something that's just not what I thought it was.
Well, then you have to control tab to go in the other direction.
Pro strats. Rival says some of the best things ever in the Twitch chat.
Or alt shift tab, excuse me. Alt shift tab goes in the other direction. Yeah. It's pretty OP.
Alright. We are at the loading screen, ladies and gentlemen. This round of 8 game for this relatively informal DominateDominion.com League of Legends Dominion Tournament number 71, only one monitor edition. This is going to be Bear Tibbers versus LPO PSBD.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
You know what? That sounds more fun to say.
LPO PSBD.
Yes.
Yeah, I like that. Okay. Bear Tibbers' team. Ipu Unicorns playing as Xin Zhao, Golly playing as Maokai, Generic playing as Karma, Northpaw playing as Teemo, and Nerdok playing as Malzahar. I am one half of your commentators. I am Gandair, and commentating with me is...
I'm RheingoldRiver, and the other half of your players is going to be LPO PSBD. It is Fancy Wolf on Elise, Ray Ricardo playing Annie, Zemrov on Pantheon, Lysik on Volcanic Wukong, and Caroline rounding up their lineup with Diana, probably going to be in the bot lane against Nerdok's Malzahar.
And just to let you guys know, if you guys follow Summoner's Rift, remember, Worlds going to be coming up. So you guys are going to want to keep an eye out for that happening. I know we do a lot of Dominion here, but I know that there's also a lot of people that are fans of Summoner's Rift as well. And guys, Dominion community, Rival's actually going to be at Worlds for finals. So if you guys ever want to meet Rival, you guys should go to that tournament if you can, because it's going to be a great show. Riot's big finals are always, they're great. Their production is great. The crowd is really hype. It's a massive, massive party. So if you guys get a chance to go that weekend, it's on a weekend, right? Yeah. Just go to that.
When are tickets on sale?
I actually don't remember. I was actually going to ask you this exact same question.
God damn it.
Oopsies. Neither one of us can bail each other
chat.
out.
When are tickets on sale?
But yeah, if you guys get a chance to go to that, you know, we'll get you the info during this cast, because while we do play Dominion, we are friendly to Summoner's Rift still.
They're on sale now? Oh, they went on sale at noon? Oh, what the hell?
Oh, never mind. No one can go. I wasn't even home when they went on sale. They didn't even get a chance to buy mine.
Wait, are they like sold for the finals? Like the very last day finals? Because that's the only one that I would want to go to, is the very last day.
Wow.
I'm gonna have to do some research here.
Well, you know what? If they're sold out, just come here and party with us. That's a simple way to do it. Alright, yeah, because I was actually going to go to that. Oh, well, guess not now. Alright, so both teams heading off towards the upper part of the map. And he's going to be the first one there because he is a Teemo.
Blue team has captured the quarry.
And looks like Pantheon's going to be following up right behind him, followed by the rest of the team.
Red team has captured the drone.
A little bit of poke back and forth.
We have a little bit of poke there. Generic did not hold on to his first mantra, but he's about to regen it. So just throwing out a couple unmantred Qs. There's Lysik trying to dive in with that Nimbus strike and the invisibility. Generic taking pretty low. A lot of damage onto Golly. Lysik's going to go down for first blood. Golly running away. The repel comes down and he gets exhausted and can't get over the wall. Bottle Spiderling gets the clairvoyance, but he's going to get the health in time and didn't take any damage anyway. IP Unicorns is solo, but he's going to go down to Fancy Wolf. Golly gets jumped on. Double kill for Fancy Wolf. The Q hits the Spiderlings. Oh my god, those were amazing pro Spiderlings right there. Generic should be able to pick up the health. Yes, he does. And that is going to be Ray Ricardo going down. But Lysik is here, revived and came back to life. And Zemrov and Lisik are going to go on to Generic. North Part taking a little bit of damage from that spear shot. Zin diving back in. Generic, he's going to be able to get the snare for just barely long enough. There's a knockup onto Zemrov. And the Q with the mantra from Generic shielding herself also at least Qs over repels and should be able to pick up the kill. Gets that kill. Wukong focusing down North Pot. Ray Ricardo is here. There's a knockup onto Lisik. Lisik's going to go down. Maokai just needs one more auto attack and gets the double kill with the Arcane Smash. There's a Twisted Advance onto Fancy while 5 Unicorns running away. Valzerelic has respawned, but Annie gets the kill. Gali is here. Teemo and Karma respawning from the well. Annie is going to be able to pick up the health. Gali channeling the point, and the rest of her team does have to respawn still. The Q misses. She's going to be able to get out, and she's going to lift Karma. Not quite hitting that Q. Good position in the bush from Annie, and that is the windmill fight.
Yay! I had to move my camera, so I couldn't rename the teams. But I got it.
Alright, so Gali can use this little window of time that they have because so few people died and they got the windmill relatively easily. They're going to be able to take up the Storm Relic, and in bot lane we've seen Nerdop.
Oh! No! Whoa!
They both go down!
The extra Voidling! The extra Voidling!
That was pretty amazing.
I was not prepared for the extra Voidling. Holy crap, that guy came out of nowhere and helped him pick up that KB.
I was told not to call it backdoor, but I don't remember what I'm actually supposed to call it. But trying to back cap, I guess. And there's Karma with the shield. Fancy Wolf probably going to go down, gets the repel, pulls over to Generic, and the Xin comes in with that E. Ray Ricardo getting dove on by Gali. There's the knockup. Generic misses the Q. Malefic visions are hurting quite a bit. A little bit of a vision reveal. No, you're going to walk onto the Teemo Shroom and you're going to die!
And Ray Ricardo is completely defeated, unfortunately. Lisk is going to be able to decoy away through the brush. Wants to hook up with Pantheon, but 4-on-2, they really can't do a lot. Lisk put a little bit of hurt on Generic, though. There's the Cyclone, and Generic taken down by the spear shot? No, it looks like Wukong's gonna pick up that KB all on his own instead. Zermov by himself is going to have to retreat back over towards the drill, at least moving up to intercept now. Lands a stun on Teemo, and Teemo, this could be really bad for you. The Yordle is defeated. Repel up into the sky, comes back down on Gali. Fancy Wolf looks like he feels confident being able to take out Gali with the Clairvoyance. He is going to pursue him into the jungle. Nope, stun does not connect. Gali saw that coming, but the volatile spiraling still does a lot of damage anyway, and Fancy Wolf is just waiting on cooldowns now. He's just waiting on it. He's going to go in and take him out, and he is going to turn this tower around, up at the top point, and at the bottom, not quite as interesting as it was last time I looked down here.
Yeah, so that was a good fight there from LPO PSBD. They were able to catch out Karma. Karma tried to face check a little bit, took a lot of damage, and effectively didn't do anything in the team fight at all whatsoever. So it was pretty much a 4v3 in favor of PSBD. The important thing was that they took down Karma, not quickly, but without burning any cooldowns in the process. So they still had all of their cooldowns to fight the rest of the fight. Fought the rest of the fight, chased people down, and were able to pick that up. Teemo and everyone else, though, is jumping Diana, so it's going to be a 3-cap over here, and they might just rotate around. Gali, I don't think he can defend 1v4. He's just going to go ahead, back off. Pantheon does have his Grand Skyfall right now, so we'll be able to move somewhere else if he wants to. Gali is going to go down, but bought a lot of time here. There's the Q from Karma, stopping the cap for a little while. I'm surprised that they're letting that just go, because there is no way that Unicorns was going to be able to get the drill.
Unfortunately,
so
no.
Does go over. But Karma has a ton of damage. Excuse me, my voice is dead, and Fancy Wolf is going to live.
And Generic getting low on health, still has some mana. And oh dear. So far, LPO PSBD is in control of the entire top part of the map. On the lower half of the map belongs to Tibbers' team.
And not for very long, as Lisik is about to cap over here and pick up the quarry.
Unicorns is going to begin capturing that tower. Wukong's just going to leave it, and he's just going to walk on away. Nerdok wants that tower, but I don't think he's going to be able to do anything about it. And that mushroom, safety mushroom protects him from Wukong. Wukong not able to close that distance now.
Yeah. Teemo shrooms are really ridiculously strong.
They're like hitting a speed bump made out of anthrax. It's really bad for your health.
Wow, that's a really good analogy. Grand Skyfall coming in. And will
Pantheon
interrupt
comes
both
down
halves.
onto Northpaw. Fancy Wolf throws away the stun. It does not connect. Spiderling does some damage to Northpaw. Good exhaust on him as well, and dies in the exchange, unfortunately, but Fancy Wolf and Ray Ricardo, Annie, and Elise are here to take care of Generic. Generic is playing Karma. Karma's pretty durable. Not looking so hot right now, unfortunately. Golly shows up, not able to save. Now Golly's extended out into a pretty bad position. Wants to connect with Fancy Wolf. The Vengeful Maelstrom is going to be enough to do it. And now Nerdok by himself up at the top. Cyclone activated. Gets him with the Airborne. Annie is gonna... No! Annie is gonna get suppressed and not quite taken down yet. Oh!
Malefic
Just
Visions.
barely! The Malefic Vision's ticking down!
Visions do so much damage. Yeah, Karma is really, really tanky, but it's sort of like an effective tankiness similar to Lifesteal on AD carry, where you're not actually tanky, it's just that you can heal for so much over the course of the fight that you become very tanky, but only if you have mantras! And she did not have a mantra to use on her W, and so she wasn't able to get that upfront 20% healing.
I like the little twerk voidling that the Twitch chat is referencing. That was pretty amusing. Middle of the map, Zermov is trying to secure the Storm Shield in the center. Looks like he is going to get interrupted by Generic. And Maokai up at the top, threatening to come into the fight at any time. Lisik, oh, Lisik goes for it, extends through. Twisted Advance onto the clone. Is going to make him close distance over closer to him. Stun lands on Northpaw. Oh dear, Tibbers! Northpaw is going to escape the mushroom! The slow keeps him from catching up!
The slow is enough. Generic's going to live from the other side also. Both of them have just a 0 HP. It's not even a slither. And Northpaw is going to wait here on the other side of the fight though. Sinjao picks up the kill on a Pantheon. There's a stun from Fancy Wolf. Fancy Wolf has no more mana. I don't even know if he can get out of this. Golly is following him, but Listic is waiting in the bush, going on to Unicorns. Unicorn's going to be able to get out with the help of an exhaust.
Oh dear!
And the Shroom is going to go onto Fancy Wolf. Fancy Wolf is going to go down. Maokai picks that up, and he heals one of his Sap Magic passive, and he's going to be able to pick up the Relic, or he's going to be able to juke them. The rest of his team is here. There's the Relic picked up by Listic, and there's a Mantra Q. The W comes in also, and Listic does not have his Nimbus Strike available quite yet.
Golly with a perfect lead into that mushroom to take down Elise. That was just beautiful. She got kited straight on through it. Northpaw with the mushrooms, and his team, more importantly, his team having the awareness to make use of them. Lisik cyclones in and gets shut down immediately.
He wasted the Cyclone completely, and that's a pretty long cooldown. He's not going to have that for another almost 2 minutes now. Not making anything happen from that. They still have the windmill, but the Twisted Advance in from Maokai has the Vengeful Maelstrom also. It doesn't reduce tower damage, and he's taking a lot of that, but the Generic was channeling it. Then there came the defensive garrison.
And Ray Ricardo, hero mode in the top lane, just needs one more, can't get it on Golly, but is going to be able to defend the tower for now. It just takes an Incinerate to clear a wave. Needs to watch out for those saplings, though. Maokai's harass range is significantly longer than Annie's, unfortunately. If he can keep landing those, could be bad. Now, if they both got near... Oh, Tibbers! It's like having a remote-controlled car with a gun on it, using it to keep Maokai away. And the best part is it teleports back, too. So that way, if anyone tried to come around from the other side, it would just, boop, reappear. That Annie.
Yeah, that's something really nice about Tibbers, is that if you keep it at max range to one side, and then suddenly you want it back with you, you can just walk out of range to the other direction, and then it'll pop back, and you'll have it back. And so you can actually use that max range a lot to your advantage. Krillin now getting ganked in the bot lane, does land the snare by Karma, and there's a ton of damage down onto her. She's just going to go down immediately, and they're going to be able to recapture the Boneyard.
And Generic now, Generic has to back out of the fight.
Is surviving right now. Mushroom does do damage to 2 there. Fancy Wolf repelling, going down onto Northpaw there. The
offensive Mushroom in the fight on Fancy Wolf is going to help take him down. However, Nerdok is going to die in the exchange. Karma escaped to the drill, but Lisik, Fancy Wolf, they had something to say about that. There wasn't enough time for them to be able to capture the top tower, however. And now the windmill is under their control. They do have to deal with Fancy Wolf and Liz. Oh, the stun on Golly. Golly wants to bring him through that mushroom. Is going to be able to pop that against them. Now can Unicorns lead them around the other direction? Oh, no, Sweeper is going to reveal that, and it's going to reveal the mushroom as well. They're going to turn around and make quick work of that. They're going to move up towards the windmill now, so they're going to head there immediately. So be able to stop that. Generic is going to land the snare on Fancy Wolf. Yeah, seems pretty easy. Stun land on Unicorns, but has that dash, has that back closer. At least disappears in the sky. They can put one person in every direction if they wanted to, but they stay clustered up, and they're able to take down at least as soon as she lands. Diana in the bottom lane has gotten behind Malzahar. Malzahar was aware of it because of the mushroom, tries to land a little bit of damage on her, not able to do so, unfortunately. Zinzao is going to recall Storm Relic, still available in the center of the map. Nexus health difference is in the teens right now between the two teams.
Yeah, this game is incredibly close right now. Nerdog again getting ganked to the bot lane. He's been ganked so many times, but Karma is here this time. And she's actually focusing on the turret instead of focusing on a Nerdog. Nerdog gets the shutdown onto Annie, but will go down to Krillin. He gets the neutral off though. Generic does, and will probably... Okay, no, he does not manage to get the tether because Krillin goes right out of range. There's the repel onto Generic. Jinzhao is coming, lands the stun. That was a great bait. Unfortunately, could not quite get the Eve from over the wall, but gets it anyway. Elise goes down. Here is Diana now being chased down a little bit. Gets her W up, but I don't think it's going to be quite enough. Generic has a shield. Also, there's the reveal, and Malzahar coming back. Has the Malefic Visions. They're going to be able to capture the point. This is going to be a 4-cap for my Bear Tibbers.
And Bear Tibbers doing a good job in that bottom lane. Especially in order to clean up at least there at the end with Zinzao being able to come in and help out. Very, very useful. North Paw at the top of the map has some mana, does not have health. Golly does not have any health remaining either, but oh, he buys a couple of moments to stay alive there. And Lissik
get the kill onto Wukong.
Is going to die as well. And Ricard, he saw that. He's like, no. Did not want any part of that noxious trap, is going to walk away from it. Generic coming around from back, finds Tibbers, takes a little bit of damage for no reason. Northpaw still doesn't really get too close to it. Tibbers teleports away, back to back up Annie, contributing more damage onto Karma. Once again, she eats a stun. Unfortunately, Karma has to back away, wait for some cooldowns before re-engaging. Zermov being low on health is exhausted. His damage output, where that Heartseeker strike was going the wrong direction, unfortunately. And now Fancy Wolf able to catch up to Generic. Generic has the snare going, dodges, snare doesn't pop, and stun doesn't land. So Fancy Wolf is okay for the moment. There is the Clairvoyance revealing where Generic is exactly and is taken down. Very important thing to note about Clairvoyance in this game mode. Clairvoyance uses the same mastery that Revive does.
Nerdog with a double kill there. He was 1v2ing over by the drill. He managed to pick up both kills. Hex Drinker procced, but he did not go down. And this is like a tank Malzahar build.
Yeah. I mean, you see that Spirit Visage, Muramana, Hex Drinker. I see that Merc Treads, that Brutalizer.
By the way, they're about to have a 5-cap.
Malzahar, look at that, going 9-5-4 so far in this game. Picking up another capture as well for his team. 5-cap now. So that's very bruisery, Malz. I wouldn't say more tank. That's more of a fight. Takes a stun for his troubles there. Is going to get shut down finally. But he did a lot of work for his team while he was alive that most recent time.
Yeah, that was absolutely worth it. The snare onto Ray Ricardo. Oh no, he misses the Q!
Shut down.
Thinking that Annie would lead into the bush, I think. Ended up missing the Q there, but the stun was a little bit too early. They still have a 4-cap. I wouldn't be too concerned about having a 4-cap. I think that's probably okay. Shroom in the top lane delays for a little bit. Karma's going to delay for even longer. I don't know if she can 1v2. On the other side of the map, Zinzao chasing onto Elise. Elise gets knocked up. He's going to go for the repel. Diana is here in time. But golly, it comes Zinzao with the kill, the knock up onto Diana also. Top lane, Karma getting doped by Wukong is going to get erased by that. But Northpaw is here, is moving quickly, and not interrupting the capture. Just barely not interrupting that capture. Unicorns trying to run away. Here's Malzahar, here's the Call of the Void. A little bit more damage down, might be able to pick up the kill. There is another grasp onto Annie, and golly, doesn't even care. He says, I have 0 HP, and you are dead. I'm going to get my Malzahar double kill.
And Nerdog really being able to unload on Annie in that last engagement. Golly not recalling, staying active, knowing that he has range and he has crowd control, and if he engages at the right time, he will be alive just fine. I like how that graphic goes all the way down to the bridge thing there. That's kind of neat. Fancy Wolf being chased away from that point, does have some damage, could kill Golly potentially. Teemo recapturing the windmill for his team.
Get a kill on the Pantheon.
And Nerdog with the Voidlings, Spooky Puppy, helping to clean it up, does not have that suppress with him at the moment, though, unfortunately, and that might be
silence, and he does have his. He is going to go down, but Karma's probably going to pick up a double kill here. Gets one, the Malefic Visions, and no, not going to get a double kill because that's a game I didn't even notice. My Bear Tibbers, all of a sudden they were like, "Hey, we're just going to totally dominate this game."
Hey, this looks pretty even, and Voidlings, Tibbers, minion creatures, very, very powerful.
That was pretty amazing.
I want to see the post-game screen now. There we go. Ta-da! So yeah, Nerdok rocking it that game. 12-7. Good job.
And there was so much pressure on bot lane. He died like twice, and we didn't even talk about it on stream because he other stuff was happening. But he had also died in bot lane because they had ganked him. There was so much pressure from LPO PSBD onto that bot lane at AD Malzahar, and he still managed to come back, go 12-7, 12-7-6, and have the most points on his team. And of course, that's all that matters, right?
Yeah, it's all about that next health, and freaking Nerdok is like, you know, if you need a Malzahar right now, you just call him, and it will just show up. And then you'll have to feed the Voidling, but man, he had a great game. Northpaw also did extremely well with Teemo. A lot of that, well, let me rephrase that. Northpaw being Teemo, he had very good Noxious trap placement, but more importantly, Unicorns, Generic, and Golly knew exactly how to use those mushrooms. They kited so many people through them throughout the game. It was just staggering the number of times we saw someone just plow through it. Let's take a look at damage dealt to champions. Malzahar out in front, 27k. Pretty good. Physical damage dealt. Oh, he doesn't quite beat Xin Zhao, unfortunately. That would have been pretty neat, though. And let's take a look at Time Spent Dead, that game. Looks like Elise, Graveyard Hero. Malzahar has the least with 98. So we're going to find you a round of 4 game. Who are the casters? Asks Vutek0328. I am Gandair of the gaming clan Vato Clan. If you like me and my media, you can follow my gaming clan on Twitter at Vato Clan. Or more important to us is that you go to the YouTube channel, youtube.com/VatoClan, and subscribe over there. Watch some of the VODs from past DominateDominion tournaments if you like the commentary, and check that out.
I'm RheingoldRiver, and you can find everything that I do is on my Twitter, which is twitter.com/RheingoldRiver, same way that my name is spelled. And I have a Twitch channel that's twitch.tv/RheingoldRiver. I pretty much stream every day that I'm not casting something. So I cast like Saturday and Sunday all day, both days, and I cast Wednesday morning, and then the rest of the time I'm streaming.
Alright, I'm going to throw us to a commercial real quick, and when we come back, we will have the round of 4 game.